you should be the most important person in your life right now. And that's not narcissistic, but that's the truth. And the truth is that your relationship with you is perhaps the most important thing that is going to make the most difference in your life. Recently, I was thinking about how much I've changed since the year 2023. 2023 was when I got my first job. Me and my brothers, we went out and worked, and it was this travel plaza. I thought about how the difference, mainly in me, from back then till now, is the relationship I have with myself. The relationship with you cannot be understated. I say this a lot, but it is the most important thing. And like I said, you should be the most important person in your life. Haters and everyone will look at this and say, that's narcissistic, that's egotistical. So what if it is? Because the truth is, about 90% of the problems, most of the problems that you encounter in life are because of what? Your mind. The way you feel about yourself, not other people. To some extent, yes, how you feel about other people, but mainly how you feel about yourself, the world around you, feel about your situation. So it's mainly how you feel about other things. So really, it's your mind. And again, your mind is the only thing that you can actually control. But more specifically, when I say that, that's very basic. But to take it a step further, so the mind is the only thing you control, which means that the way you change your mind is by changing your relationship with yourself. Because that, like I said, informs everything, almost everything about you. How much confidence you have, how daring you are, how many risks you take, and all these things are really good and important for you to succeed and be successful in life. You will not be able to help other people, or even really just do anything, if you're stuck feeling sorry for yourself, or unless you help yourself first. You really, the truth, the saying is true. You cannot fill for an empty cup. So you need to change how you feel about yourself before you help other people, all right? Because if you're hurt and if you're not doing well, of course you're not going to perform. Of course you're not confident to talk to anybody. And of course you cannot do any of these things to take risks. You know, people talk to me and look at me, and they're kind of surprised. But the difference is that I actually like myself. And it's actually a very simple process that you can do to help like yourself. If you do not like yourself, you need to do one of two things. You either need to change that thing, or you need to stop caring about it altogether. Because, like I said, your own doubt and your own guilt are going to weigh you down, and that's going to slow you down. You can't help other people. You won't be able to achieve anything, which means we need to change the mind first if we are to make some sort of progress. It starts with how you view yourself and how you think others view you. So, that's basically what self-image is, self-esteem. Your self-image is going to dictate how you do everything, basically. That's the main difference between me and other people, is because they either have a lower self-esteem or it's something about themselves they don't like. And again, you shouldn't be ashamed of anything you've ever done in your entire life. You should always be proud, own whatever it is that you did. Now, I mentioned before that there's a really easy way to make progress, and I'm going to go over it. So this is, by the way, this is life-changing. The most powerful way that you can change your relationship with yourself is by making a list. So you, first of all, get a pen and paper, like right now. Make a list. I want you to list out things that you do like about yourself in one column, and make a list of things that you don't like about yourself. The don't like is going to be way more important. So, things that you don't like about yourself are what's keeping you back. It's what's holding you back. It's what's keeping you from success. So what you need to do, actually, is look at the list of things that you don't like about yourself. And for all of them, what you need to do, going forward, is take them and either take it and take off the list. So, like, basically stop caring about it, like, make it irrelevant. So, like, let's say something about you don't like that you have a big nose. Let's say me. Then I would just take it off the list where it's like, oh, I don't care about it anymore. Now, it's easier said than done. But you need to either do that or, number two, change that thing. As an example, let's say we have a list of a guy who writes down that he's fat, he has a big nose, and he doesn't like that he comes from Burbank, USA. Starting with the fact that he's fat, he needs to either accept that he is just fat and slow, or you can start working out and changing. And the thing is, it doesn't even matter if he actually makes progress in the gym. Long term, it doesn't matter. But it more so matters that he's going to make progress today. Because if you decide to start chasing a goal or a dream, or start making progress on it today, you can at least tell your brain and your mind, I am working towards better things. I'm actually working on getting in shape. It doesn't matter if he's not in shape yet. It's just the action and the mental fortitude you have to sort of take that first step. Likewise, the second thing was that he has a big nose. So if he has a big nose, he can either just accept it or make enough money to get a nose job. Now, in the case of me, I've just accepted that my nose looks like this. That's okay. Change the things you can change, and the things you can't change, don't even worry about them. Why worry about things that you can't change? There's no effect over. And the number three thing was that he comes from Burbank. That's again another thing that he cannot change, actually, no matter what. So he needs to own it and come to grips with it somehow. And you see how this division of all things that you feel about yourself, you either need to like it and learn to accept it, or just change the things that you don't like. There should not just be things about yourself that you don't like, that you're not working to change. This is the most important thing. It's going to give you self-esteem, and it's going to give you just overall self-assurance. Because like I said, your relationship with yourself is the most important relationship you have, because you spend the most time with you. More than anybody, more than any friend or relationship you're going to get into. So if you are stuck in life, work on your relationship with yourself. And actually, you know what? Like I said, learn to like yourself. You should be your favorite person. Your favorite person to spend time with. I like spending time alone. See how that also gets you okay with being more alone. And if you have fun by yourself alone, just imagine how other people are going to see you. They see someone who likes themselves, which is going to lead to what? Confidence. All right? If you like and accept everything about yourself, and it almost leads to, you can almost be proud of yourself. That's going to radiate outward, and people are going to tell, and it's going to make you more magnetic. It's going to change your life. So, what I want you to do is, like I said, make that list, and list out the things that you don't like about yourself, because that's the more important one. And you either need to accept those things or change them.